Hey, yo, what is good, people? Devontae back in the house. Aftermath, Ajax Spexwola, which ended in a 3-1 victory, but not a lot of people are happy about the result. Not because they want Ajax to lose, but because of course, some of the stuff that happened during the game, the way that we played. And I'm actually not going to do aftermath for Arsenal because I feel like there's not really much to talk about when it comes to Arsenal. I feel like they're getting closer to getting their shit together. Of course, uh, still like feel like Mick Jong Un needs to go. Uh, Odegaard and Martinelli are, of course, like the usual suspects that I feel like I'm going to talk about. So, um, maybe I'll make a different video for Arsenal regarding more Martin Odegaard and Martinelli. Maybe tomorrow, or I think after the Champions League game. Maybe I think that's a little bit better. But yeah. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about Ajax. Yeah, the 3-1 victory. I don't know what it is with this club and why they want to hold on to Heitinga so much, man. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I don't want Ajax to lose, but I wasn't happy. And I feel like a lot of Ajax fans, what I've seen on the internet, are just not happy. They would rather have seen a draw and have Heitinga pack his backs. Because I just said it on my last video as well. It's like you're prolonging the inevitable. You're prolonging the inevitable, and that is Heitinga packing his bags. Because the more he stays, the longer it's going to hurt Ajax. It's going to hurt this team, right? Starting with Casper Dolberg. Yesterday, he did not come on at all. Like, in a home game against Pek Zwolle. Well, actually, before I get into Dolberg, let's talk about Pek Zwolle the first half. The first half, right, and the reason why Ajax played so good is because Pek Zwolle wanted to play pressing football. They were trying to press Ajax, but their pressing was horrible, bro. Their pressing was not good. And of course, when you have Hots on the flanks, right, it helps with the way they want to play counter football. Klaas in the 10. Klaas is like, he likes to make those runs in the box. So you have like your runners. And it helps, right? They have Berghuis on the right. Berghuis going to have those passes. And they took pretty much great advantage of the way Peck was trying to press. It was not like Ives was that impressive though. Like they were just playing. They were just utilizing the flaws of Peck Zwolle and the way they were trying to press and just played out of it. No, and of course you can't. You only can beat who's in front of you. But then of course I have to say good job from Ives for exploiting those flaws. But nevertheless, Peck was awful. Peck was awful. And then they made adjustments in the second half, right? And then you see, as soon as they made adjustments, Eyes is struggling. Heitinga doesn't know what he's doing. As a matter of fact, he made four subs. Four subs. And none of them changed the game. Four subs. You could say we are probably even a little bit worse. Four subs. None of them impacted the game. And it says something when you bring on the guy who's supposed to be our new number 10 and cannot impact the game. I've said on my video so many times, it's like, how much we pay? Like 18 mil for this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, players need time. But the thing is, sometimes you can see that the player has something. With Oscar Gloeg, I'm not convinced yet at all. I don't see what makes him special. I don't see something that's like, okay. And what I've seen lately is the people love to do the David Neres revisionism. What I mean by that is when David Neres came into Ajax, right, his first season, he came halfway through the 2016-17 season, right? And people talk about, oh, it took him? Oh, it took him also like a few months to settle down or a year or something. Cut the crap. Either y'all have, either y'all are demented or y'all just trying to, like, paint a certain narrative that to fit your little narrative. Because David Neres, when he came in, right, like I said, halfway through the season, right, and I think it's just like 3 games he already scored against Feyenoord, and it was playing great against Feyenoord. Yes, of course, he wasn't getting much game time, but that doesn't mean that when you saw Neres, you didn't see didn't see something special. And then the season after that, when he started, right, getting more game time, being a starting 11, boom, end of the story. David Neres was a success. So don't do this revisionism like, oh yeah, when David Neres came in, he sucked. No, he didn't get much game time. But you did see something special. He even scored some goals here and there. Of course, not as much as the season after that. But come on. I'm sick of this revisionism, bro. Like, yes, players need time, but you don't need time to see if a player can do something or not. If he has something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not convinced with Oscar Klug. I'm sorry. And I feel like he either gonna end up being like just an okay player or a horrible mismatch. And I'm leaning more towards the second part. You know what I'm saying? Like, there isn't anything that I've seen from him on the ball where I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy is something special. Like, his dribbling is average. His passing is, I don't know about that, man. And he hogs the ball too long. It's like I'm watching Martin Odegaard, but with more edge. And that's not good. You know what I'm saying? This guy got a lot of ego, man. And I said it on my last video, maybe he's in the blood. But we'll leave it at that, right? And Sutalo comes in, he makes a mistake, and then it leads to the 2-1 for Pek Zwolle. Like I said, Sutalo now is low on confidence. And he's a player that runs high on confidence and a manager who trusts him. What does it say when you have players who were last year flourishing, right? And most of them were flourishing, to only having a few look like the same player as last season. Yuri Bar still is good. Gai is okay here and there, but Anton Gai is not the desired right back for me, for any Ajax fan. He doesn't have no brain at all. You put him next to Denzel Dumfries, right? Denzel Dumfries is looking like the cerebral assassin, bro. Triple H sentence. You would think Denzel Dumfries is Albert Einstein next to Anton Gai. This guy always thinks that he's David Beckham, bro. You're not David Beckham and you're not David Bentley either. Like, you're not even Berghuis, and even Berghuis is not that great. We should move on from those guys, man. Because I know the dinosaurs already, we already know when those guys got to go. But Berghuis, Gai, as much as he fights, he works hard, yeah, cool. But not good enough, bro. We haven't found the replacement for Masraoui. And that's almost 3 seasons ago. Well, it's been 3 seasons ago. We're getting to 4 seasons without a solid replacement for Masraoui and Tagliafico on both sides of the back. Both fullbacks. Both fullback sides haven't been properly replaced. Yes, Hato was doing good as a left back, but even Hato is not really the desired left back that we want, right? That we needed. He was good there, but he didn't even want to play left back. You start the midfield with Regeer and Taylor. Regeer is not good enough. Stop shoehorning him into this lineup. Stop shoehorning Berghuis into this lineup, and stop shoehorning Klaas into this lineup. But now he's going to look like, oh yeah, this lineup worked. Yeah, because Pek Zwolle was garbage. Yeah, this lineup worked, but against Pek Zwolle, play against Inter with this lineup, you're going to see a beatdown of a lifetime. Mika Gods had a good game, but Mika Gods, man, he really needs to humble himself. I swear to God. I said it yesterday, man. This guy doing all the this and this and that. And I don't mind players proving people wrong. I don't mind players showing a little bit of character. But for you to do this after one game, you need to be embarrassed, bro. Embarrassing, bro. This guy doing this like he controlling the Sesame Street puppet, right? Like he's Oscar the Grouch. What is this is what I mean. And at that horse, yeah, cool, three goals, but it's such an embarrassment that the better player is on the bench, right? He just returned to Ajax, Casper Dolberg, and doesn't see any game time. That to me is the most disgraceful part of yesterday. Not that Bexwolle was able to tie the game in the second half, but that Casper Dolberg did not see any minutes. Instead, Yorti Mokio came on. And I don't mind Yorti Mokio playing because I like Mokio and I want him to get minutes. But the substitution was actually a substitution to hold on to the lead, the 2-1 lead. Because Yorti Mokio came in after Jos scored his second goal, right? And instead of like, okay, you know what, 3-1, Mokio off. No, you still brought in Mokio. Because Mokio's actually brought in to protect the 2-1 lead. You know, you want to win a game, and you don't bring on Dolberg, you bring on Mokio. Or at least secure the lead. Or even make sure that, you know, we need more goals. No, you bring on Mokio. And not Dolberg. It's embarrassing. What signal does that give to a guy like Casper Dolberg? Return home. And I feel like maybe this must be like an internal conflict. Because maybe hij gaat niet even want Dolberg. It says something, you know? It says something. It's saying something. That Moro also not seeing minutes. Like, if he couldn't start, fine, but you cannot tell me that Moro could not play some minutes. It says something. It's saying something. I feel like there must be an internal conflict. But we don't know that, of course. So for now, it's speculation. I'm just speculating. There is an internal conflict. But it's saying something that Glog is starting on the bench. Moro's not getting minutes. And Dolberg is getting no minutes on his return. The fans were waiting for him. And now, guess what? He's going to play against Inter. Where he's not even going to grab a goal. I feel like if he played against Bexwolle, he would have gotten a goal. Now he's going to start against Inter, right? And we already know Inter is going to win that game. What signal does that give to Dolberg and other players? Especially Dolberg. So you're gonna start him in a game that we're guaranteed losing. What is that gonna do with his confidence? This manager needs to go. Stop protecting him. Stop holding on to the sentiment that oh yeah, he was a player, he was loyal to Ajax and this and that. Oh, he came from the academy. Stop holding on to that. Stop it. Y'all not only do that with managers, you do it with players as well, like Brian Brobbey, because Brian Brobbey overstayed his welcome. He's gone now, thankfully. But y'all do the same with certain players that y'all hold near and dear to your heart. Like, because they play for the youth, even though they ain't gonna perform. Kenneth Taylor as well. Kenneth Taylor also wasn't that great yesterday. But that's just Kenneth Taylor. He's just not that great. Or even that good. He's just there. He's just Judy de Geer, but a little better. And of course, it helped that there was no Glog on the left-hand side because he likes to make his runs, right? So Jos gives him that space to make his runs. Right? But nevertheless, I never was a fan of Kenneth Taylor and I never will be. Because you don't need to be a genius to see something like, to see, oh, he got something special. Kenneth Taylor don't have something special. He don't have a special pass, a special finishing ability or whatever it is. Like, he just makes his runs. He's just a runner. So you know what? He's the road runner. I'm saying Heineken needs to go. And please, if you, don't even dare to push Keizer as an interim, because Keizer is in this as well. The whole staff is in this, and the way we play, man. The whole staff. If you keep all of them, I mean, if you still keep Kaiser, you're still having the same old shit. No. But you know what? It's a little too late. Because some other managers already got a job. Like, I wanted Ange Postecoglou. Ange is now at Nottingham Forest. Erik ten Hag is still without a job. But I don't think Erik ten Hag is coming back. And if he's coming back, please don't. Because then we're still in the same old, same old. As a matter of fact, Erik ten Hag cannot make this team even better. Because he had better material when he came out. And people that actually were not afraid to take matters into their own hands and into the way we played. But also they had the individual ability to do that. Ziyech had that ability. Tadic had that ability. Van der Beek, Neres, those guys had the ability to. The Ligt had the, but those people had the ability. And then later on, Anthony, you know what I'm saying, like, and Gravenberg, you know, they had the ability to. None of these players that we have now have any sort of ability to do that. They don't have the individual brilliance. You know what I'm saying? So please don't even dare to bring back Ten Hag, because this is going to, it's kind of like legacy's already kind of ruined outside Europe. So to bring him back and ruin it even more, no, thank you. No, sir. It's I'm just not hopeful for what's coming. Inter. Boy, Inter is going to be tough. Like, they lost against Juventus yesterday. And they're definitely looking to set things straight. You know what I'm saying? Some people might think, oh yeah, now they have a chance. But Juventus is not Pexwolle. Juventus is a good team still. Even though they're not as good as they used to be, they're still good. And then PSV, we're playing away. They also won yesterday 5-3 against NAC. And the thing with PSV is that they have firepower, you know, like even maybe defensively they're just not good, but eyes are offensively not good. So, like defense, like, but even defensively it's kind of like shaky. But PSV is a team that just keeps on coming and keeps on coming and keeps on coming. They outscore you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the best defense is outscoring your opponent, and that's PSV. I'm saying they like to outscore the opponent. They're gonna catch goals here and there, but they're gonna outscore their opponent. You know, and I feel like that's another beatdown win. And then I just hope after those two games we can say bye to Heitinga, because it's not working. The fans are just not behind it. Most of the fans. Because, of course, you're going to... Tomorrow, I already know tomorrow what they're going to say at Carl en Cookie. Oh ja, vorig jaar Alvarez, deed ook niet zo goed. Oh, is ook heel veel wisselen. Oh, sta achter Heitinga. Geef hem tijd. Shut up, man. All because they're good buddies with Alex Cruz. I'm not falling for the okie doke, the PR and the propaganda. We already know what y'all on. Call it for what it is. Because Ajax could pay me or whatever. I could have connections to Ajax. I'm still going to call it for what it is with this club, bro. Whether they like it or not. Accountability. Criticism. Being positive all the time. Being positive. You ain't going to learn shit from that. You'll learn from criticism. And I'll keep saying it. It also goes for Arsenal as well. But I ain't got much to say about Arsenal, which is good. Keep it up. Know what I'm saying? But Ajax, listen to the fans. Listen to the fans, because this cannot continue. Another, for how long you want to keep Heitinga and Kaiser and stuff? This cannot continue. And also some players. It cannot continue. Hij can gaan out. With that being said, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Comment down below what your thoughts are for Champions League and the PSV, and what would you want to see change. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. Stay tuned for the match reactions, of course, for Arsenal away against Atleti Bilbao, and of course Ajax Inter. And then we move on to the weekend: Ajax PSV, PSV Ajax, and then I don't know who Arsenal's playing, but I think it's a tougher game, but I think it's Newcastle maybe. I don't know, but y'all have to let me know, man. With that being said, out.